What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and as some of you are already aware, we have a Korean live stream coming up on the 26th of this month, and I'll put up that post right now. And if you translate that Korean text, it says, Nee is asking for an official Appa All-Star Showdown, and that's the key word, my friends, showdown. Now, Nee, if any of you don't know, is considered the Tekken god. He's a massive, insane Tekken player. He was pretty much at the top of his game for a long damn time. He shows up in the streams quite often. Amazing freaking Tekken player. And what can we expect from this live stream? Well, there's a few little speculations. Some people seem to think it might be a new epic quest. We could be getting the episode 2, where we could probably get the 3PG, and this was data mined a long time ago, where we could get the 3PG for Ignis, maybe a 3PG for Zero, which would be freaking amazing, right? That would be awesome. Plus, we could get some free rubies. I think that would be wonderful, right? But I don't think it will be that. I actually am speculating that it's probably going to be a collaboration. It is due time, my friends. It has been 3 months since we had our last collaboration. It is due time. So I think that's what this is going to be. And the reason I have Haramaru up here on the screen is because I think it might be the return of Samsho. I could be wrong. I'm just purely speculating, and that's really what this video is. It's a purely speculation video. I have no idea what is going to be coming. We do not know. But currently in the game, as far as the Samsho characters, they do have some relevance already. Now, they did get a bit of the shaft because none of them were Fest characters. Now, to be fair, the Tekken collaboration, which was the first collaboration, they were all Gold Border characters too, right? Samsho come around, they're all Gold Border characters, right? And then they started introducing Fest with the WWE, Gintama, right? And then the Seven Knights, of course. So I think it's very possible that we could get a return of the Samsho characters and maybe get some Fest versions of these characters. Now, how cool would that be? How freaking awesome would that be if that was the case? And currently in the game right now, as far as relevance goes, Amakusa here, he actually can be used in Reviving Hell's Dungeon at tier 49, because you need a green defensive team for this bastard right here. That's the only reason I actually have Amakusa leveled up. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have never leveled up this character, because in all honesty, he's a decent character and he's fun. He was free whenever the Samsho collab came. I mean, he's got burn, and he's got super armor, he's got a little reflect. That's nice, right? He's got a nice increased damage by 24%. I mean, he's a decent character, 20% PG rate. But he just never was really good enough. He never really shined. Even in Gold Border Week, when we actually had those in Championship, Amakusa never really had the shine. I mean, in the lore, he's a resurrected badass. I mean, he just wants to destroy everything. He is the villain of Samsho. And I just really never thought he got the love he deserves. He's a good striker. I mean, he's an excellent striker. The active team member gains super armor for 5 seconds and recover 15% of your heat HP. That's a great striker. That's mainly what I use the guy for. So, and actually, and I guess in one respect, you know, leveling up and using him as a striker actually isn't a bad thing, because we all know that when you level up a character, the more stars they have, the higher awaken level they are, the more CP they can add to your main damage dealer. So, in that case, he is relevant as a striker, and really for your green defensive team in RHD. It doesn't mean you have to use him. You can use any green defensive character, as long as they're Gold Border, because you're going to need to give them up to 5-star, or your Fest versions, obviously. And then we'll talk about Ukiyo here for a little bit. Now, Ukiyo is, again, he's kind of like Amakusa. He's a really fun character, really cool character. I mean, he's a badass in the lore. This guy has tuberculosis, yet he can compete with the best of them and whoop up some butt, right? I mean, he is freaking dying and still can be on top with his skills. Really freaking cool character, really cool backstory. But unfortunately, you know, all he ever got was a little super armor. He did get an increased attack, which is nice, increased the skill damage. I mean, that's good, right? He does have the gain super armor for 5 seconds. And the heal, when he gets below 50% HP on a 60-second cooldown. And that can save you, you know, in PvP and really in PvE as well. but he just never was good enough. He never had no ignore guard, and he really needs it. And if you put a Ryugo set on him, he just, I don't know, the damage just really isn't good enough. You can't really cancel his skills that fast, which kind of sucks, right? And then we get to the last three. Now, the last three have a lot more relevance than the previous two. And we'll start with Charlotte here. Charlotte actually is very good for one of the Immortal Dungeons because of her dot explosion, which has no freaking cooldown. She has no cooldown on her dot explosion. That's freaking amazing. That's one of the reasons she's so damn good against one of the Immortal Dungeons. I can't remember off the top of my head, but she's so damn good against that thing because of this. That's just nuts. And she has lots of great survivability. She does have the 20% PG gain. She does have super armor. She's also one of the first characters to get an interrupt skill. She isn't the first, but she's one of the first. And this is actually a really good skill. The bloodshed, the bleed that this girl can deal is nutso, right? And that's always something that's been really great about her. Unfortunately, against that one Immortal Dungeon is really where she shines. She wasn't bad in PvP during Gold Border Week, which we don't even have anymore. I haven't seen a Gold Border Week in an eternity, it seems like. But that's about it for old girl, you know. Pretty much one game mode. She really, really shined. And that's about it. I mean, obviously, if you leveled her up, maybe she would do all right in some other game modes. But I don't really think so. And then you get into Gunjuro and Harumaru. So Harumaru here is the main protagonist for Samsho. And he's just a character that just wants to get better and better and better. He's like the Goku version of Dragon Ball Z is what he is. He just wants to get better and better, face the best of the best, and become the best swordsman there is out there. And Harumaru is freaking insane. He's actually still a freaking great character. My biggest critique of him is he never had no PG gain. Now, that's probably due to the fact that he does have a 3 PG card, and he can cancel the skills, and he does do a lot of damn hits. So that's probably why they didn't put a PG, any PG rate in his core. But boy, it sure would have been nice. It really would have. You know, but he does have hyper armor, which is nuts for a Gold Border character. And the increased attack buff, right? He does have the PvP exclusive that cannot activate buffs from active skills for 3 seconds upon landing a skill. Very powerful skill. Then he applies bloodshed, right? He applies bleed from his 3rd skill. And this thing has a hidden ignore guard, which is nuts. They didn't even put it in the text, but he actually has a hidden ignore guard. 100% chance to break, to interrupt someone's skills, as long as they don't have super armor or hyper armor. Freaking amazing. Really awesome character. Very long 3PG. And is actually very good for Elemental Event. And very good for the some Immortal Dungeons. And then last but not least is Genjiro, who is the main antagonist. Well, one of the main antagonists in the Samsho game. He's pretty much the arch villain of Harumaru. They both trained under the same sensei, but unfortunately old Genjiro got a bit jealous of all the attention that Harumaru got. He felt like he deserved a lot more, so now he wants to kill Harumaru. I mean, the guy killed his own mother, so that tells you the kind of person he is, which is pretty funky. But Genjiro actually was always considered the best PvP character, not really PvE-wise. I'd actually give the edge to Harumaru. But when it comes to PvP, he's actually freaking awesome. You know, especially because of the core, the gain super armor for 5 seconds, the recover 20% of HP immediately. This really helped his survivability something fierce. And then he had, when attacked below 40% or less HP, he had the decreased damage received by 75% for 5 seconds. And then he also had 30% PG gain. He actually needed this PG gain because he can't really cancel skills. He's not like Harumaru, where you can just cancel skills immediately. You actually got to let them play out, especially this 3rd skill. This is a long damn skill, and it just sucks that you never could cancel it. So, really all they need to do for any of these characters, if they come back, but again, this is purely speculation, is make them fess. Give them more interrupt skills. You know, now we have characters in the game where they can reset skills by using one of their other active skills. You know, like for example, BS Orochi or SS Mai. When SS Mai does her 3rd skill, she has a 50% chance to reset the first 2 skills. That's becoming the new meta mechanic in the game, resetting skills, built-in Leah sets, more or less. And that enables you to use other card sets for those characters, which is really awesome in my opinion. Something like that for these characters. Obviously, some hyper armor. I mean, Genjiro and Haramaru already have it. Ignore guard, things of that nature, and give them nice long 3PGs. Genjiro and Haramaru already have those, but personally, I really would love to see some Fest versions of these characters. And again, you know, this is all speculation. This is all just hoping that we're going to get, you know, a Samsho collab. And I know a lot of people are big fans of Samsho. A lot of people that are KOF fans are big fans of Samsho as well. And I think it would be awesome if we did get a collab for them. Again, I'm not going to lie. I kind of wish it would be Tekken. That's just me. But again, guys, this is purely speculating. What do you think is going to be in that live stream? Do you think it's going to be just talking about a new epic quest? Do you think it's going to be a new collab? And if it is a new collab, which collab do you think it's going to be? So as always, let me know what characters you've gotten, what cards you've gotten. And I stream on Twitch at 9 a.m. GMT plus 7 time, Monday through Thursday. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.